Hello everyone, it's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters and I'm here today to do a flipbook decorating video. So I made this flipbook in July with the June Kitaholic Kits club, or I might have made it at the end of June actually, but the reason it's coming up so late is because I had to wait till my flipbook made it to my friend that it was being sent to, because she does watch my videos and I didn't want her to see it before she'd received it in the mail. So it has been received now, so now I feel like it's okay to post this video. So even though it was made with the June Kitaholic Kits, I am now posting it in July. So as you can see here, I'd already made the flipbook prior to this video. I do have a tutorial on how I make my flipbook, so I'll link that down below, but I just followed that basic guide that I do most of the time, and now I'm just decorating it. So you can see here that I'm using the straw that came in the kits and I'm making some bunting, but in the end I decided I better do the front page at the end because it's a bit bulky and I wanted the book to lie flat when I was decorating it. So I'm just moved to sort of the second page and I'm actually just making somewhere where I can store some goodies that I'm sending to my flipbook friend, and I'm going to pop some tags in there. I actually made some homemade tags with this kit earlier in the month, so I included those in here as well so you can see them going in there. So I just wanted to make some space where I could put those tags and keep them. So I do look at, I'm practicing seeing with a Z, which is a letter that I would never use, to see if I could colour these stickers or these stickers in with a silver text to see if it would work, and it did. So I did change the colour of those letter stickers to silver, and I spell out the word tags. And so you can see here I'm just popping a bit of a banner down so I can anchor the text that I'm going to write, just popping up a little heart on some foam dots and putting the letter stickers down so it says tags. So I hope everyone's having a great weekend. It is actually Saturday as I'm filming this voiceover here in Melbourne. It is the middle of winter, but it is pretty sunny outside, although it is getting a bit more overcast. So I am thinking that we're going to get some rain today. It's been pretty miserable these last few days in Melbourne, and it's been awful cold, wet weather, and I thought we might have had a turn for the better, but this morning was really sunny, but it is just on 12 o'clock now and it's getting really overcast, and I do think that it might rain later, so that's a shame. So you can see here, sorry, back to the narration of the actual video, I've made a little envelope using my envelope punch board, and I coloured in one of the roses, the die cut roses in the kit, and I made that silver and stuck that down with the doily. Now I'm just finishing off my bunting. You can see here I die cut some little, they're maybe 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch circles. Anyway, I punched them out. Some of them are the ones I've made in an earlier video, and they're half covered in the silver washi tape. So I cut those out and threaded them on some of the embroidery thread and made them into bunting, which I'm going to use on the front. So I was just checking to make sure that that rose had stuck on and the glue was dry before I flipped the flipbook over, because I didn't want it to get stuck to my mat underneath. So you can see here that I'm just using this die cut which says be bold, be bright, be you, I think, and looking at where I want to stick those. So I stuck the straws down and made that sort of bunting, and now I'm sticking around some of the resin flowers. So you can see there that I've stuck the resin flowers around, and then I felt like it needed something else down the bottom, so I have used some of the Tiny Word die cut phrases, or I fussy cut them out myself, and then yeah, I've stuck some of those down, so in the really bright colours which came in the kit, which were really cute. I would tell you what they say, but I can't remember. And as the flipbook has already arrived at its destination, I don't have it to look at either. So I'm trying to do some of this from memory. And I use Windows Movie Maker for my editing software, and so you can only see a really small image of what you're looking at when I'm doing my narration. So I can't always make out the finer details. So you can see here I've just gone back now to my third page with the envelope and the doily, and I'm just trying to work out what else I want to pop on that page. So in that envelope, I will, before I send it to my friend, or before I sent it to my friend, I did fill it with a few little goodies. I think I put maybe some wood veneer, some die cuts, enamel dots, things like that in there for her. So I'm just spelling out the word goodies on this piece of white cardstock. I'm trimming that down. I'm going to turn it into a little banner. So I do end up fiddling around a little bit with where I want to place this, because it doesn't quite fit with that envelope. So obviously I need to be able to close the envelope, but I felt it looked a bit funny with the goodies, and then the word goodies and that little tag there that I'm pulling up now. So I do end up pulling that up and replacing that with the goodies word that I've made, and I think I back it on some more paper. Yeah, I do. So you can see here I'm just backing that. Really, I probably didn't need to narrate this video. I probably could have just had it to music, because really I'm just decorating a flip book as I want to. There's no right or wrong way to do this, and I had all the things in the Kitaholic kits that I received strewn all over my desk, and I was just picking the bits that interested me and I thought looked good and putting it all down. The really good thing about using a kit, I found, with the flip books is that everything matches, so everything coordinates really well. You don't have to worry, so that was rather helpful. So I'm just deciding what to pop up in that left hand corner of that page, and I think I end up going with some tiny word phrases, I think, in the die cuts. Yeah, I do. So I don't think you have to watch me stick all of these down individually. I think the power of editing means, look at that, they've all been stuck down. So now moving on to, I think that will be the 4th page. There is actually a pocket in the top of this page, so I will be popping a letter in that. So this little tag I'm making says read me. It's a bit hard to possibly see. It's certainly hard for me to see in the little editing window I have here, but there is a little a half inch circle punch in the top, which shows that there is a gap there, and it is a pocket and you can pull out something. And I will make sure when I put the letter in that I leave it sticking out a bit, so my friend can easily see that there's something in there. And I popped a little, I think it says memories maybe, tag down the bottom left hand side, sorry, and then some of the wood veneer in the top. Now I'm looking at what to put over here, and I think I make a little pouch so I can pop my mail tag in. Sorry if you can hear my dogs barking at the back, by the way. We're in we're in sort of the outer suburbs of Melbourne, and it's quite leafy and there's lots of trees around us, which also means lots of dogs walk past our house. And every time dogs walk past our house, and next door neighbour's dog starts barking, which then means our dogs start barking and everybody's barking. So they will stop barking soon. I don't know if you can hear them, but I'm sure they will quieten down soon. Otherwise my partner will yell at them in a minute and then they will be quiet. So you can see here, back to the flip book, I have made a little space for my mail tag. I've put a few of another one of my homemade embellishments down the bottom too, using the lips that came in the kit, which are very cute. I'm just popping some more tiny words and phrases around. There are so many tiny word cut aparts in these kits, so many, and I did a really good job. I used a lot of them, but particularly my DIY embellishments. So now you can see I'm just moving on to the last page. I never do much on the back page because obviously I know people don't look at them too much. So I've just popped down this die cut and another one of my DIY embellishment banners. And then I think I just write the word bye. I think. Yes, I do. So I think I popped down some washi just to sort of anchor that, so the word bye is not floating around in the middle of nowhere. And then I pop down bye on there, and then what I'll put down, a little heart maybe. I think I add a couple of other little random bits. There we go. Popping down a little bird cage, and I think I add the bird, and then I must be pretty close to being done. What else have we got? Oh, that's right. I felt like, even though I was putting the tags on this second page, that I needed something else. So I did die cut a few hearts, and I do end up popping kind of like a row of hearts down on that right hand side of that page there, just to add a little bit extra. And then I really do think that that is almost the end. I do show you some close-ups in a minute in the video. I didn't take any photos of this one, unfortunately. So I've got no photos to show you, but I do a close-up, and I will slow the video down so you can actually see the close-ups that I just flashed past you in 2 seconds. I do have a tiny heart punch, by the way. That's what I'm sticking on now, and that is still with paper from the kits. So that is all once I've done that for the flip book, and in a second you'll get to see the close-ups. So that's the front page with the bunting and the tags. Little section for the tags in there. There's some enamel dots and stuff I added. That's where I'll pop some goodies for my flipbook pal. And there's the pocket. You can see that better there, where I'll pop the letter, and then the mail tag section, and then that's just the back page. So that's everything. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.